First referee, Mr. Bobby Celso. Second referee, Miss Joy De Imus. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Let's begin with our team captain. We wear jersey number 7, Mylene Paat. At number 5, Amy Kim Hernandez. Wearing jersey number 8, Iya Laure. Number 18, Joymi Cagande. At number 21, Princess Robles. And at number 22, Pauline Marie Gaston. Starting libero, wear jersey number 24, Buding Duremdes. Head coach, Mr. Aaron Velez. Calling on our Creamline Cool Smashers. Team captain, wear jersey number 2, Eliza Valdez. At number 6, Janet Panaga. Wearing jersey number 12, Julia Melissa de Guzman. Number 13, Celine Eliza Domingo. At number 18, Diana May Carlos. And at number 23, Jessica Margaret Galanza. Starting libero, number 11, Kyla Liana Atienza. Head coach, Mr. Sherwin Meneses. This match is under the regulation and supervision of the Games and Amusement
Here are your starters.
Board.
Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos a month. Chery Tiggo with the new players in tow already in that starting lineup, including Amy Hernandez, Cesc Robles, Aya Laure. Joymi Cagande will be the starting setter. For Creamline Cool Smashers, if there was any speculation about where Eliza Valdez would be in her comeback after 7 months of not playing, well, right where she belongs, in the middle of that starting lineup and part of the starting 6 as one of the wing spikers for the Creamline Cool Smashers, looking to defend their title, while the Chery Tiggo Crossovers, Neil, have had up and down campaigns since their championship run.
Well, right off the bat, they're opting to use 4 out of the 5 players that they recruited in the off-season. But that will be an outside serve for Joymi Cagande. On the other hand, for the Creamline Cool Smashers, we got word that Eliza Valdez was already 100%, right? So, hindi na tayo nagulat na bumalik na sa regular rotation itong Creamline.
Well, we did ask her on the show The Game right when she guested. And she said 100% ready to go as Laure sent back by Gemma. Sa kabila, Pat. Gia, Dots. That's in. What are you looking for in the early goings of this match, Neil, in this first game between these two teams?
Right now, for Chery Tiggo, I'm just really looking at how good the connection is between the center and the spikers. Again, maiksi lang naman yung off-season nila before they enter the pro, so that's very interesting to watch out for. And for Creamline, their usual self. And Tots Carlos being that opposite hitter is definitely good news for the Cool Smashers.
Amy Hernandez, who's coming off a spectacular final year in the UAAP with the first point for Chery Tiggo. And Aya Laure, not a stranger to the PVL, and we'll tell you why and how a little later on. One of the more popular ones coming into the PVL this conference. Chance ball. Join me. Mylene. Good defense by both teams. Cesc sent back by the defense at the net of Creamline for a 3-1 Sam Corrales.
Boom and Neil, the Creamline Cool Smashers have been busy during the off-season playing for the national team, and their core is still intact. So I want to add some insights on Tots Carlos. Now, she told me that although her teammates see her as a reliable player on the court, she said that she's got a lot of work to do. She did a little self-assessment and noted that she needs to double up on her quick decision-making and consistent passes. It's what she noticed and wants to emulate from the international teams. And as for Creamline today, their focus this conference is addressing basic errors like serving and free balls, especially knowing teams have stepped up and beefed up their arsenal just like Chery Tiggo. Now let's go back to enjoying this match, which you can experience better through the Filipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Now back to you, Boom and Neil.
Thank you very much, Sam. A lot of national team players here and former national team players here. Sam mentioned, of course, Tots. You know, Eliza, Gia, Kyla, they just had their SEA Games experience. Eliza, of course, her flag bearer in the SEA Games. But, you know, girls like Aimee and Aya, Mylene have all been part. Jen Nierva also been part of a different iteration of the national team. Back set. Bump set. Tots finding the corner again.
Very polished hitting from Tots Carlos from that right pin. And right now you can see the rotation of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Pauline Gaston is actually back as a middle blocker. That's very surprising because Sakarandang was also a key contributor for Coach Aaron Velas in the past few conferences. He was very steady, also a top scorer in their team. So let's see how Pauline will adjust to that new role. She gets an instant point on the tower pin.
She told me just maybe a couple of hours ago that we're in for a surprise. She said she didn't mean whether it's for herself or for their team, but she came in. She looked good. She looked confident. She looked light, as her team is now tied with Creamline, with Mylene serving and serving it out.
Mylene Paan will also be having a different role. Siya yung pinaka-experienced player on the floor right now alongside Buding Duremdes with their respective individual awards in the Reinforced Conference. So it's about leading the rookies to the level where they want to be. And magandang panimulang game ito against the defending champions.
Now, I was saying that a lot of these players, even though they're rookies, Neil, are not new to the PVL. Ces Robles, Joy Nicagante, Jen Nierva, they all played for the old Valley Pure team as with Janisa Johnson, remember, as their import. Nandun din sila Micaela Belen, Faith, and Eliza Solomon. So no stranger to the PVL atmosphere. Of course, it is in a different capacity now. They were high school guest players. Now they're true professionals as Gemma Galanza finds a donut hole on the defense of Chery Tiggo.
It was a nice VTR a while ago for Chery Tiggo. Ang ganda ng self-awareness ng mga rookies that they have a lot to learn. Hilaw pa nga as per Jen Nierva. But with their skill set and fundamentals, it will be very easy for them to adjust to the pros.
As Sam Corrales mentioned earlier, they were the earliest of the team. Want to settle in as Pauline Gaston, 2 points already on the short run.
Probably the most versatile player in terms of position right there. She can do outside or right pin. Now she's a middle blocker. Sometimes pwede pa siya maging libero.
Libero, you're right. From the back. That's up. When I asked Kyla Atienza, what can you say about Eliza in practice? To give us an assessment of how ready she is. Ang sagot ni Kyla, nagba-back row na siya eh. Okay, so ready na siya. Gaston. 7-6. That's low for Bangs. 8-6. Chery Tiggo gets to the technical timeout first.
welcome back. You're still watching the PVL. We've got the Chery Tiggo Crossovers going up against the Creamline Cool Smashers. Now let's talk about Gemma Galanza and Tots Carlos, who have been teammates on the floor since 2021. That's also the year that they joined the Creamline Cool Smashers. Now these two have been through a lot, going on to different national team stints together. So let's find out more about their dynamics in this segment called Be Quick.
The way ako mag-care, pasungit, ganon.
Oo, kunwari nung nasa Japan kami, sinipon ata ako. Tapos sabi niya, minom ka na kasi ng gamot.
Oo, parang nanay
Ganon.
ako.
Parang siya nanay.
Back to the action here. Two teams playing tough defense so far, but Gemma Galanza finds a spot. 8-7. Oh, we got some good action with an electric crowd, Neil, here at the PVL Eco Oil Center.
It's a rainy Tuesday night, but we're at full capacity here.
In anticipation, not only with the two teams, but I mean, two generational players from different generations here and are equally popular now in Ea Laure and Alyssa Valdez. Creamline and Chery Tiggo. The pickup by Alyssa. And Gia crosses over, according to Mary Joy de Imos, our second referee.
Chery Tiggo holding on to a 2-point lead against the defending champions.
I don't think there's any, and I'm going out on a limb by saying this, Neil, in recent memory at least, as a rookie in the PVL, I don't think there's anybody as PVL ready probably as Ea Laure.
They had a lot of years of training as well because of the pandemic.
Right.
So hinog na rin talaga yung batch na to enter the pros.
And back, when you look at back in 2016, she was a guest player already for UST together with Majing Mangulabnan with UST in the previous iteration of the PVL before it became PVL. That was 2016. And then she was announced as a UST Tigress, Golden Tigress, officially in 2018. We'll get back to that story later, but first the rally here. 9-8 is the score. Tots delayed by the block. Ea, the former setter. Atienza pops it up. Valdez, too low.
Kyle Atienza was in the right position at the right time. That was an excellent dig. But too low of a contact from Alyssa Valdez. Michelle Gumabao waiting in the wings for her number to be called.
14 points a game last year for Michelle Gumabao. What a year she's, or what a conference she's coming from. Good off speed there by Tots. Nagawan pa ng paraan. Good save by Ea. Gia, back set to Tots. Back row by Ea. Back to Alyssa. Flying in. Stopped by Ea. Long rally here. That's out.
A lot of quality rallies here in the first set. Too long for Cesc Robles. Now, if you take a look at the height of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers, they're relatively shorter compared to the other teams. But what I've noticed is sobrang tibay nila when it comes to floor defense. So they make up for that lack in height dun sa depensa nila. And in terms of conditioning, they still have that edge.
And athleticism too. 9-10 is our score. And speaking of athleticism, Tots Carlos, who scored 111 points in the All-Filipino Conference, averaging 14 points a game. And then that number went up to 19 points a game in the semifinals and the finals. That's what MVP players do.
I'm sure Tots is very happy that she's back in her natural position.
Yes, that's a good point, Neil, with Alyssa coming back. Rejected. We haven't even talked about San Domingo yet.
Now Creamline gets a 1-point lead.
11-10. miscommunication between Jaime and Ea there. 2-point lead.
Creamline has been targeting the outside hitters of Chery Tiggo because they know that Ea Laura and Cesc Robles can also go for these spike attacks.
Right. Jaime opens up to Princess. And the thoughts Carlos said Domingo Wall is working. 13-10, timeout, Coach A.
Si Joyce, ito si Joyce, ha? Linis. Eins, nandito ka, ha? Cut ka na dito. Sabayan tayo dito sa kabila. Iwan mo lang dito. Pasa natin, dito natin lagay, ha? Nasa na? Dito na lang yan, ha? Pag nandito siya, kahit anong mangyari, bilis mong pumasok dito, ha? Tumba, same lang. Kailangan natin mag-deliver. Dalawa na, ha? Walang gigil, walang gigil.
Ready lang ako sa coverage, guys, ha? Pag nabablock. Sige, tara! Let's go! Kailang yun, kami tayo.
Ready?
Coach A, of course, backstop there. Coach Kung Fu, Neil is there. Coach Yanni Fernandez, who Yanni and Kung Fu have been associated with Ea Laura since she was grade 5. And now, and when you talk about Coach A, he has history with Princess Robles, Genevieve, Joy Micagande. He was the assistant coach of Coach Babes Castillo in their NU girls high school championship runs. So there's a lot of familiarity in that team. A spot miscalculates. And by the way, Neil, this is a 6-0 run by Creamline.
It was a great reverse set coming from Joy Micagante. A single blocker only in front of Miley Paz, but wrist action wasn't present. And now, all of a sudden, Creamline is up by 4.
From being down 2, 6-0. Ea. The inherent power. Receive. Back row attack, and look at that swing.
When she gets to focus on giving these perfect passes to her setter, mas nakakuha siya ng magandang buwelo to go for these back row attacks.
Gia back to Tots. Nobody home. We've got some heavy hitters in this match.
And that's the best asset of Tots Carlos. It's really the attacking. And now na hindi na siya masyadong kailangan mag-isip in terms of service receive.
Because she
can
is in
just
the opposite side.
Hit all day.
And you see the difference, O'Neal, the comfort, which is amazing. Pag ilagay mo siya sa unnatural position niya, ang galing pa rin niya. But you see the comfort that she's in when she's in OP. Rosel Baliton coming in. Joy Cagande will move out. Alacasyon will serve and set.
More adjustments will be made sa lineup ng Chery Tiggo. I believe that Pauline Gaston will be occupying the opposite hitter position.
Baka yun yung surprise na, na every time na puwasok siya, surprise din ang position niya.
Oh no, it's Rosel Baliton occupying that right pin.
Valdez checked. Long rally again. Tots, nahipo. Pero hindi na iangat ang bola. Wow. This is an 8-2 run. 16-12 for Creamline. Darating na ang FIBA World Cup 2023 sa Signal Pay-Per-View. Mag-avail ng early bird offer sa halagang 550 pesos until July 15 para mapanood ang lahat ng games commercial-free and in high definition. At pwede pang manalo ng authentic Gilas Pilipinas merchandise. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores, Chery Tiggo down 4 to Eliza Valdez and the Creamline Cool Smashers. Atienza was there. Galanza again finding a spot. Legacion got to it. Easy pickings. Gemma sent back. They're complaining. The play is on. Balik kay Galanza. Inaanggulo, lumabas. Walang nakahipo. So that is a Chery point.
Too much power on that hit of Gemma Galanza. Tried to avoid the hands of Pauline Gaston.
Pauline moving well and playing well. It's not just the playing well, but she looks like she's moving well in this second conference. Parang nakahanap siya ng comfort zone here with Chery Tiggo. Oh, what a set by Gia! Oh, it's out. But shooting it from behind on a back set. And a ball in, ball out challenge by Coach Sherwin Meneses. I got to see that set again, Neil. A backbreaker of a toss from the other side.
Now the crossovers need to recognize that 70% of the time, Gia de Guzman has been going to Tots Carlos, and they need to organize their blocking in that zone if they want to run their transition plays.
That's out. Quick resolution to that challenge. So they lose one. 16-15, and I think they're going to call a timeout here. 16-14 rather. That's 2 straight points for the crossover. So Coach Sherwin will sue for time. Let's listen in.
Eh, gitnawan tayo, gitnawan. Gitnawan. Gemma, kahit anong gusto mo, 3 o 2, kahit ano. Pag wala, tsaka ka lang magsalita. Pag meron tuloy. Let's go, let's go! Okay, let's go, girls! All in, green line!
And as you can hear, the crowd has gotten into the battle too. Very tightly contested match here. 8-2 run unleashed by Creamline to lead 16-12, but 2 straight points for Chery Tiggo. Forces the hand of Coach Sherwin Meneses. The debut as a Chery Tiggo professional athlete, because I think that's a more accurate statement, because she was a guest player for Chery Tiggo in the semi-pros before. Galanza over the hands.
Cut shot to zone 1. Now Bernadette Pond will be making her entry.
The lone addition to a heavy Creamline lineup already. Bernadette Pons, a bemedaled national athlete, has given us so much honor from a beach volleyball standpoint. Almost 5 years out of indoor, she is back. And Gaston continues to swing away. For her, that is her 3rd point. The PVL is also about stories of finding your home also. Sometimes it takes a while for some. Sometimes it's instant. Gia, back to Gemma.
We knew that she was going for that hit out. Approach pa lang, arm swing pa lang. The antenna was much closer to target.
Kala ko sabihin mo, the antenna had no chance. 18-15. Creamline getting a workout here from the retooled Chery Tiggo. and Joymi will come back. I'm so happy for Joymi Kagande. You know, she was so good with Ballypure as a 16-year-old. After 5 games in that reinforced tournament, she actually led the league in excellent sets at 16-year-old in the first 5 games. Then eventually going into college, she got injured, obviously, ACL. Almost her whole college career, she has been rehabilitating and, you know, really never found her footing in college. So happy to see her here, happy to see her start. Happy to see her back in the PVL as a professional.
This can be her redemption year when
Yes.
she was still playing for NU. She used to come off the bench because Lamina was the starting setter.
Took
But
over,
now,
yeah.
yung tiwala na binigay ni Coach Aaron sa kanya to be the starting setter for the crossovers, that just shows that the talent is already there.
Yeah. Good serve. Backtracking was Gia. So a free ball will be given to Chery Tiggo. Joymi with a jump set. Back to Mylene. Mylene just sends it over. Free ball converted. No! Mylene Paz sends it back.
The crossovers just keeping it close. Now we're tied at 18 apiece. Great kill block against Tots Carlos.
Back to Joymi Kagande. I remember her in that Ballypure stint when she started. 34 excellent sets, 50 excellent sets, 54 excellent sets, her first 3 games. As Tots Carlos finally breaks the run.
Every time Gia needs a point, pupunta lang siya kay Tots Carlos. And she actually won her first Best Outside Spiker Individual Award.
Would you believe that?
That's her unnatural position.
Yun nga sabi natin, di ba? As Pangs Panaga and Joymi Kagande had no hope there. The gift. But they're going to challenge this. What's the challenge, Janila? Net? Net touch.
Net touch violation against Pangs Panaga.
A crucial challenge because if this is unsuccessful, it will be 2018. So Chery Tiggo hoping that this is in their favor. So just to finish our point with Joymi, now that she's a real professional here, 12 years with NU, you know, high school, college, and then almost 3 years of recuperating and, you know, rehabilitating. And of course, that last play of hers in college also was a little bit painful for her. So she really wants to do well here. Oh, ganda nung bawi ng kamay ni Pangs dito.
That was clearly a clean gift scored by Pangs Panaga.
Worth a shot for Coach A. As Gemma Galanza now and her team are in the lead by 2, 20-18. Misreceived. Legal ball. But a chance ball. Scissor play. That is classic Creamline. 21-18. And it is Tots Carlos with 9 points so far.
Pakita ka dito. Tapos ipit ka dito. Ha? Tapos ngayon, lagyan na natin dito sa bola natin dito. Isang pasa lang, kuha natin yan, ha? Gamitin natin tong area na to, Joyce. Paggalawin lang natin. Okay, walang gigil, ha?
One stop ate.
Chery!
Temay, ha? One stop.
Check Janela, yes it is, right? And the Signal HD Spikers with their first win. And that's important, again, in a very quick tournament. You know, these first 2-3 games, if you can get momentum right away and wins. The unfortunate part of this tournament, Neil, is that not all teams will meet each other. We'll have the next tournaments for that. But we will enjoy it nevertheless as Mylene Pa cuts the shot to the other side.
These teams have a little margin for error,
Yes.
especially in the pool phase, because only the top 2 teams from each pool will move on to the single round robin semifinals. They will be joined by 2 foreign teams. And we do have to explain that there's a catch in the semifinals.
Yes.
The local teams will not play against a team that are in the same pool.
Same pool.
So
in the semis.
In the semis. So they will carry over their head-to-head record.
As EJ Laure, by the way, comes in for the first time. And the Laure sisters reunited here at Chery Tiggo. Buding was there. Oh, that's too close. Valdez. EJ, Joymi. Back row. One more try. Joymi goes to the middle. Aimee. Gia picks it up. Smart play! And it's in! Wow! What a decision! That took guts, Neil.
Great court sense. Everybody was near that front line. It was only Gemma Galanza left behind.
Good serve. Gemma from behind. Buding. Joymi. 21-20. Scissor. Buding with the save. Gia. Balik kay Tots. And she puts it away.
Carlos very active in the front line. Double digits already here in the first frame.
Scoring her 10th point on that swing.
Sometimes the crossovers can actually gamble. They can give a single blocker to the other attackers of Creamline and double up on Tots Carlos, especially if they're coming from a free ball.
They target Aya again. Bump set to the other side. EJ, too close, too low rather.
That was a tough set to hit.
But it all started with Banks targeting Aya Laure. And that first ball was already faulty. So EJ will move out. Cesc Robles back in. (23-20). Back to Aya. That's a good set. Miley Bad for the 21st point.
She has been quiet. I would say we're not used to a lower percentage of attacking from Mylene Paat, but slowly she's getting her groove back, getting more confidence as we progress here in the game.
She's coming from an 18.5 point per game average in the AFC. Bumalik kay Tots, and Tots knows what to do.
How can you stop Tots Carlos when she's on fire? Now there will be double substitution.
Kyle Negrito will come in for Tots Carlos. Mitch Gumabaw also in for Gia de Guzman.
Creamline has that longest running core in their roster again since 2021.
They've gone through so many wars together. 3 match points. Check that. 3 set points, rather. Mylene. Negrito was there for the dig. Mitch. Good reaction by Cesc. Mylene off the rebound. Saves 1 set point. We are in for a really good treat. No matter what happens here in this first set, Neil, we're already getting a taste of, why people were waiting for this matchup. Even if these two teams came into this conference in contrasting fashion. One very intact, one slashed half their lineup. 22 serving 24. Ooh! Joymi. Back to Mylene. And Creamline takes set number 1. led by the 11 points of Tots Carlos. 1-0 for the Cool Smashers, the defending champions of the Invitational. New streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores, Sam Corrales, of course, at your service for this third game of our explosive triple header. F2 Cargo Logistics Cargo Movers won their first match against the Farm Fresh Foxies, who debuted earlier today. Great matchup between Signal HD Spikers and Petrogas Angels in our second game. And so far, so good here in the first set of Chery Tiggo versus Creamline.
Here are my initial thoughts for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Nakita natin na kaya nilang makipagsabayan. There are a few inconsistencies, especially in the passing department. But in terms of attacking, heavy serving, it's all there. So konting connection patches na lang. And we saw the potential of Joy Micagande in set number 1. A lot of defensive plays and great sets. For Creamline, same inconsistencies when it comes to passing. And the bulk of the points only came from Tots Carlos. Eventually, pag naka-adjust itong Chery Tiggo, she can be checked. So Creamline's attackers have to step up. And I'm talking about the middle blockers. And of course, Gemma Galanza and Eliza Valdez. 15 attacks for the Cool Smashers, with Tots taking probably 8 or 9 of it. They 10
actually, 10. Yep.
Attack points. So 5 lang yung ginawa ng other players. 9 opponent errors ang binigay ng Cool Smashers. And that is something that they have to work out, because when you take a look at the past performances of the Cool Smashers in the other conferences, yung errors talaga nila yung nagbibigay ng puntos sa other teams.
Yes. They're always a high-risk, high-reward team. But your assessment after the first set at Chery Tiggo, because you come in, you don't know what to expect with the team. Yes, there were some big names, but again, do they mesh well? Will they mesh well? So far, so good in your eyes, Neil?
Yeah, so far, so good. I mean, 22 points against the defending champions. Not so bad.
Right.
But we're still waiting for the explosion of points, especially from Ea Laure, because all her life, alam natin na pag nasa isang team siya, siya yung laging top scorer.
Sabihin mo na yung word, Neil.
Buhatera talaga siya. She gets a lot of support also from the teammates. But sometimes, if kailangan niya magbuhat, kaya niyang buhatin. But now, she has to support Mylene Pat. Sometimes when you're a top scorer from another team, pupunta ka sa isang team na meron ng top scorer, it's also an adjustment phase. Kasi hindi ganun kadami yung makukuha mong sets compared to your previous team.
Something that Tots Carlos has already gone through before her MVP days. She was adjusting, and then she broke out, and after that, she has not look back, except for that reinforced conference where her playing time was really cut, remember? By Elise Basa. But other than that, really, I mean, 3 MVP awards, really, in such a short period of time. 12 points for Carlos, and 2 straight for Creamline. Jaime Hernandez, as I mentioned, coming from a very successful season 85 of the UAP, where she scored almost 12 points a game. First among middle blockers in the UAP last season, or this concluded season. Good pick up there. And a scrape at the net. That's 3-0. Let's go to Sam right now.
Bumanil, it's a different scenario for Cez Robles, who took on a leadership role in NU's recent title run in the UAAP. And now she is a rookie, taking cues from veterans in her squad like Captain Mylene Paat. Now, she told me that she's hoping to embody her professionalism on the court and is just committed to doing her role. Now, before the set started, you could see them really high-fiving each other. You see that connection is there. Pero sabi ni Cez, ang kalaban daw talaga for them is time and connection, since they just got 1 month to prepare for this conference. Now, in that first set, it was close in the end, but it was the intact core of Creamline that took set number 1. Sabi nga ni Coach A, the changes for the better, and the energy of the rookies like Cez really boosts the confidence of his squad. After all, long-term mindset daw sila despite the short conference. And you know what? Let's go back to enjoying this match, which you can experience better through the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for only as low as 99 pesos per month. Let's check in on this timeout.
Nangyayari sa atin, yung bowler naman dumidiretso sa atin. So, na-delay lang tayo sa paa. Ngayon, pabagalin natin. Again, maganda ang triangle natin. So, importante lang natin magsimula. Tapos, yung recover, humihinto tayo doon sa nangyayari. Kunyari, naangat natin yung bola. Kailangan pumayos muna tayo, tapos doon tayo magbasa. Magaling ba kung may dalawang block sa likod? Sige. Chery!
Ay, Mickey.
Couple of errors for Aimee. Couple of big serves by Creamline. And all of a sudden, it's a 5-0 lead in the second set. And you know Creamline has such a good front-running team. You don't want them to get a big lead on you, which right now is in the context of this match so far. Gia de Guzman. Mylene. Sent back. Cez. Sent back. Buding back to Cez. And it's the net that sends it back.
More errors by the gun by the Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
EJ will be running back to replace Cez Robles, the champion from National U, came back on her last year to try to defend it. Former captain, of course, multiple championships in high school. Right now it's 6-0. You're hearing the voice of Coach Kung Fu shouting in the background, trying to pump up this Chery Tiggo team who has not scored yet. Before that, Mylene Paat swing.
The Crossovers finally get on the board after a couple of botched passes and attack errors. Powerful swing from Mylene Paat from the back.
I love what she said to us. She guessed it on the game just a few days ago, and she said, it's not just the rookies who are adjusting to us. We're adjusting to them too, and we have to meet them halfway, she says. And not all vets are willing to do something like that, Neil.
That's correct.
Diba? But she says we have to meet the rookies halfway because they're very talented, they're very good too. And that's all part of the gelling process right now that they're going through. I see you shake your head, Neil.
Still no solution for that Tots Carlos problem. Carlos
Yes, Neil, I agree.
exploiting that gap between Hernandez and Paat.
That is not as easy as it looks to target the gap like that. Again, they target Aya and they give her a hard time. The dive by Joymi. EJ. Thoughts on the other side. Babies that one.
One of the first few times that Tots Carlos opted to go for a cut shot, softer shot, but didn't work.
EJ was part of that UST team where, again, in the old SVL that Aya played in 2016 as a guest player. And that was at the time, I remember it so well, Neil. I remember it that Aya did not even commit to UST College yet. Speaking of, maybe now's the time to get a couple of points from the Queen herself.
That can be the start for Aya Laure, getting her first point here in the second set.
Very active here at the sideline is Coach Kung Fu. Right beside me and Neil. 4-7. A chance here to counter. Join me. We'll open up to Aya again. No touch. No touch, says Bobby Celso.
Too much angle for Aya Laure. Well, she was already above the blockers, pero iniba pa niya yung direction. And now we will enter the first technical timeout with Creamline up top by 4.
Back inside, Volleyball Central on a Tuesday evening, opening day of the PVL Invitational 2023. 7 months not playing. That's the longest she hasn't played in 14 years, Eliza Valdez said. And the good thing is she comes back to a team that is strong, it's intact, so she doesn't need to really just force the issue for herself. There's another misreceived ball here, so a chance to attack. Durendes, back to Aya. Aya goes for the off speed, but it was too high. Thoughts, goes high and out. Mishit, parang the way the ball sounded. The contact, I mean. Pauline is back in front. As Amy Hernandez, who scored 159 points in her last UAAP year. She scored a career-high 24 points. Remember that, Neil, against Ateneo in the second round. Oh, but this second set has not been kind to her. A couple of hitting errors and a service error.
In set number 1, Amy Hernandez was delivering a lot of heavy serves papunta sa Cool Smashers. But then when you commit these types of errors, na-renegate mo yung asset na pwedeng panghabol sa points here for Creamline.
That's out. Another mishit. (6-9) is the score. Thoughts receiving. Good block there. Still alive. But good anticipation by Pauline Gaston, who has been a positive here in this invitational. But she's also in such incredible shape, Neil is. We've seen her workouts on Instagram. Yeah. Aya adjusts. Eliza, EJ gets it. Marlene from the other side. Kyla keeps it in play. Eliza with a tip. And a block again, involving Pauline.
Gaston knew that Eliza Valdez was out of position to go for a hard hit. Just enough pressure.
And her left hand able to send it back, and here comes Chery Tiggo.
Nag-1 tayo, nagtumba kayo. Huwag nyo na paluin sa zone 5. Paluin nyo na sa zone 1, zone 1, zone 2. Kasi yung setup nandun eh. Huwag nyo na iwas, diretso ko na doon. Pero pag hindi yung setter ang nandun, di tsaka kayo lumayo ng block. Ha? O, pasa mo na ulit ha. Pasa mo na ulit ha. Let's go, let's go, let's go! All in, Creamline!
It's a 6-2 run. And it's a 6-point lead by Creamline that was reduced now to 1, 8-9 as Mylene Pat is set to serve. Second set action here at the Philoil Eco Oil Center. Dead serve there by Mylene. No spin at all. Very flat.
Now they're gaining the momentum here in the second set. They started off very shaky, 6-0. Pero tabla na tayo at 9 points.
7-2 run. I don't know if it was you that I was talking to, Neil, where I said sometimes I think Gia likes all of these sharp first ball passes to her. That looks awkward, but she just does so well with a sharp pass, like it's straight to her face. She just adjusts so quickly. What a pickup by Tots, by the way. Gemma. EJ. Mylene adjusts. Gia sa gitna. EJ with a dive. Gia on the running. Sed gets the point.
One of the few times that we see Sed going for that slide attack. I think that's the first point coming from that running hit. Eyal Laure was a little bit late to guard Sed Domingo.
Back to Ea. Join me. Cagante continues to impress. For the absence also of Alina Vicar here in Chery Tiggo. Creamline ahead, 11-10. Gemma had to twist.
That was a difficult shot to take.
Gia back to Gemma. This time around, a lot better.
Gemma Galanza definitely has that advantage against the shorter Joy Micagande. That's why yung set ni Gia, pinapadulo niya malapit sa antena, so it's easier for Gemma Galanza to hit that line.
So the former finals MVP. Good pickup there by Lai. Tots able to score on an active play.
Mylene Pat was caught off guard. She didn't expect the hit of Tots Carlos to go her way. Even the broken plays working for Tots Carlos on her way to the 20-point mark.
And that, you know, familiarity, playing together. Amoy na nila yung isa't isa, yung mga galawan nila as this one will sail out. Giving another 3 points to the Crossovers, the very first professional champions for your Premier Volleyball League back in the bubble. Jaja Santiago, of course, Dindin Santiago still part of that team, a completely different team now. This girl, 5 points. And a chance ball, nope, didn't even make it. Good serve by Pauline, 6 points for her.
These errors are allowing Chery Tiggo to cut down on the lead of the Cool Smashers. Joy Micagande has 2 options in the front line right now. Laura is there, Hernandez is also there. We haven't seen a lot of quick attacks galing sa Chery Tiggo, pero marami na tayo nakikita hit out angles coming from Gemma Galanza.
Rose Vargas will check in for Eliza Valdez. And that swing of Gemma Galanza. And that body fold. Back to Aya from behind. That's out. Sherwin smiling at us here. I think he wanted to check if that was a football. But it was out anyway, so he just smiled it off. 15-12. Creamline recovering here. Good instincts there. Good pickup by both Kyla and Gia, but Ivy gets the point finally.
We're waiting for that set. Galing kay Joy Mecagande, we know that Amy Hernandez can really score at will. So if na-polish na ng Chery Tiggo yung passing nila, I think now's the time to engage her in that area.
That's out, says the linesman. 1 point lead. Oh, that's too low. 16-14, it is Creamline still in the lead. Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block on any device, anytime, anywhere via Pilipinas Live. Download the app now and subscribe for only 99 pesos a month. Hello, De Jesus and the rest of Creamline ahead by 2. 16-14, set 2. Sharp serve. Combination play. First time we've seen that from Chery Tiggo. Oh, what a slice by Marlene.
That was the third point. Marlene Pa really stepping up. Right in the seam of the two blockers of the Cool Smashers.
That's her 8th point, by the way. EJ. Gia. Vargas, another heavy hitter from FPU.
That has always been the trademark of Rosemary Vargas. It was really the power during her collegiate days. Hanggang dito sa Creamline, even though she's a second stringer, the power is still there.
Buding with the first ball. Back to Aya. Her first real clean attack as a professional.
Yan yung kilala nating Aya Laure from the UAAP. Up high, down hard. And that was already an out-of-system play. So Creamline had all the time to set up their blocking.
And I like that you said that, Neil, because girls like Aya and Faith and Eliza back in the day, out-of-system plays make up probably, what, 60-70% sometimes of their attacks. As she continues now. 2 straight. So what I'm saying is they're used to doing that because back in some of their teams out of necessity, to lack of talent sa mga tabi nila. So they had to keep doing it. Out of system ng out of system. And some players cannot handle it, some can. And Tots, and Eliza, and Ea, they can. Speaking of. All right, here we go.
That was money. That reverse set from the left pin papunta kay Tots, Carlos. That is just gold from Gia. Look at that again.
Look at that set. Look at that swing. Oh, now the action is picking up. This is what we were waiting for, Neil. 18-17. Join me. Back to Mylene. Sent back by the defense after that by Creamline.
Redness was ready to pick up that ball. But nahawakan pa yun ni Mylene Tan. Now Chery Tiggo will call for time.
Tao-tao, okay tayo eh. Mindfulness. Okay? Ngayon, inaalagaan ni Joy Milat ang set. Gawin natin ha. Pasa natin, lagyan natin dito ha. Lagyan natin dito. Pauline, dito ka. Okay? Saan ko si Ea ba? Ea, iwan natin dito ha. Sunuran ka dito, Mai. Sunuran tayo ha. Pasa lang tayo. Kayang-kaya yan. So ha? Chery! Last part ha.
Mitch Kumabaw. Oh, there she is, Alina Picar. Wherever you are, we can find you. Open to Ea. Oh, Gemma sliding and picking it up. Oh! 3-point lead for Creamline.
EJ Laures saw that hit coming to her zone. And it's very difficult to control a ball with one arm.
And she was also backtracking before that. So by the time she came to her side, wala na. With too much power behind the Kalansa hit. Ea receives. Gaston unable to put it away. Duremdes. Back to Chery Tiggo. Back to Ea. Vargas was there. Mitch from the other side. Mylene swings. The save by Creamline and a high chance ball. Who will Joy Me choose? Ea! Miscommunication there. Between Ea and Pauline. What happened there, Neil?
Pauline was actually approaching for a big quick attack pero nabitin ng onte. Maybe one more sidestep na win para may area si Ea mag-cut papunta sa gitna.
So now it's a 4-point lead. They continue to make Ea work hard. Ea gets the point back. 5 points for Laure.
A point is a point.
Now, itong mga tina-target siya na service, this is nothing strange anymore. His whole college career, high school career has been like that. She's been targeted sa serves. That's also how she became a better defender, a better receiver and digger.
I'm sure she feels the difference. It's the same situation. She's being targeted, but now we're in the pros. Definitely
level.
a different level compared to collegiate volleyball.
Great point, great point. Something that she's going to adjust to here. Balik kay Ea. Aggressive approach on her 6th point. Laure continues to score. 5 coming here in the second set where they need everyone now.
This is a tall front line for the crossover. So if they can get a couple of kill blocks, they might just get a new wave of momentum.
Legacion will serve. Down 2. Gia. Vargas sent back. Oh, what a set. Ea out of system. Vargas was there for the pickup. Too low. And a run here by Chery Tiggo.
It wasn't the best of sets, but Gemma Galanza forced the issue on that one. And here in the second set, medyo madami na ding errors ang naibibigay ang Creamline papunta sa Chery Tiggo. Now, Coach Sherwin will be forced to call another timeout for the Cool Smashers.
Ay, ikaw pumili kung magte-tres ka o magdo-dos ka. Tres mo na yan, tres mo na. Okay. O, gitnawan lang tayo ha, isang execute. Pag wala ka lang sa bench. Tots, ready sa back row.
Let's go, let's go! All in, Creamline! 3-0 run, Neil, by Chery Tiggo. They've been doing this, but they can't get over the hump. Creamline and their championship experience and experience in general, just always having the answer. But if you're Chery Tiggo, you want to keep pushing because you never know what's going to happen in the end game of a set. I love watching live. We can see all of the things that are going on that you don't see on TV.
Things going on in the sidelines as well. Very active coaching from Coach Kung Fu.
Oh, Buting was there. But they couldn't keep it in play. And San Domingo scores. Iba rin pag manood ka talaga na live. But if you can't, of course, don't forget to download the app, Pilipinas Live. Ea on the other side, underneath the ball. That is a tough ask. And I think they're going to challenge anyway for a check or a block touch. And this might be a long shot, Neil, but I guess it's also a way to time out, so to speak. And just stop this Creamline momentum.
This is also a time to breathe for the crossovers. When you're already in that 20-point mark, everything goes fast. Hindi mo na namamalayan, nawawalan ka na ng puntos because of simple miscues or simple mistakes.
That is an excellent point, Neil. Kumbaga sa basketball, to make an analogy, once you hit the 2-minute mark at the end, parang everything is so highlighted. Nope.
May pagkasuntok sa buwan yung challenge na yun because it was definitely outside. But again, maybe it was meant for something else.
Little breather. 22-20. Valdez serving. Faulty first ball. A giveaway to Creamline. And Galanza puts it away.
This time, Gemma Galanza goes for 100% power. When she gets to that hitting point, there's no stopping her.
And it really started with that first ball. Na hinabol pa ng setter. 24-24 set points. Good attempt
by Pauline. Gutsy play also coming from Legacion and Gaston. That was a quick swipe. They're still down by 3 points. They need heavy serves to challenge the receivers of the Cool Smashers.
They have a chance here. EJ gets one back. How good is it to see them reunite on the court again? EJ and Aya. Gemma changes her mind. EJ was there. Thoughts for the dig. Legashon cannot get to it. And Creamline is up 2 sets to none. Creamline again, steadier down the stretch in both sets 1 and 2. But a lot of positives from the side of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. We'll be back. Back inside Volleyball Central, and the same score line. 32 minutes in the first set, 31 minutes in the second set, 25-22, 25-22 again. Chery Tiggo showing a lot of guts, a lot of promise, a lot of fight, but proving steadier in the end. And the Cool Smashers with a 2 sets to love lead.
Yeah, it was a similar performance for the Crossovers. Again, they reached the 22-point mark, pero nabibitin sa dulo. Again, my main concern with the girls on the floor right now, it's really their passing. Tina-target si Aya Laure, yes, but when they get to these broken plays, sometimes nawawala din yung support, and that's the time pumapasok yung mga errors. So now in this third set, non-negotiable na maging erratic yung passing nila if they want to extend this match to a fourth. Now for Creamline, they're actually utilizing the depth of their bench. We saw Rosemary Vargas score a couple of points in set number 2, and they're looking to end this in 3 straight sets.
Right. Again, the tournament format calls for teams to get into early wins, and if you can make it, I don't want to use the word easy wins, but short games, even better, as the schedules get really hectic. 3 games, 4 games a day. As we look at the Creamline out-attacking Chery Tiggo. Chery Tiggo not bad with 11 attacks on both sets 1 and 2, both 11.
And we always made that point na okay lang na hindi ka lumamang sa Creamline in terms of attacks as long as dikit siya or malapit siya. A while ago in set number 1, Chery Tiggo had less errors, but now they out-errored Creamline 9-8.
And remember, Chery Tiggo is down 0-6 to start the second set. Tots Carlos, 15 points built on 14 attacks so far. Galanza with 8, and Gia is just being Gia and orchestrating beautiful music from the defending champions. In the meantime, this girl doing so well. Pauline Gaston, 6 points in this match. She will start alongside EJ, Aya, Joymi, Aimee, and Mylene. While Tots, Pangs, Gemma, Gia, Kyla, and Lai Valdez will banner the defending champions of the Invitational. 11 teams, a lot of great promising talent. Eliza was telling me, like, in her PVL career, a lot of the rookies who come up kahit paano naabutan pa niya sa UAP, maybe in her exit year, bago sila. Pero ito na yung batch na wala na siyang naabutan sa mga iba. And then, of course, Neil, as we start off here with a Bucks Carlos point, there's also the story of comebacking players in different teams. It's not just the new players, but players who've been out for a year and a half or 2 years. And we will get to those stories as we continue to tell the PVL stories throughout our coverage here on Pilipinas Live and on One Sports. Ea answers. Ea and Bangs, a little collision. So I was telling the story, right? Ea, 2016, joined the SVL, the UST, as a guest player with Maji Mangulabnan with UST, with no assurance yet whether she was going to go to college in UST dahil pinag-aagawan nga, right? So 2018, they make the announcement that Ea is finally going to play for UST. But before she plays in the UAP, her first stint as a college player was actually in the PVL Collegiate Conference in 2018. So before she played in the UAP, she already played in the PVL officially as a UST Golden Tigress. That's kind of like her history with the PVL, I know. So that's why I said she's PVL ready. She has been for a while.
And she has scored 2 of the points of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers here in set number 3.
Let's check in with Sam Corrales for more stories.
Neil, it takes a lot to be a pro. Now, as we've learned in the previous conferences, Gemma Galanza would sacrifice her sleeping time and she'd go to bed at 7 p.m. But just today, I learned that she's making another commitment, and that is focusing on her nutrition this conference. Accountability buddy daw niya, si Ella De Jesus, and this is an initiative that they are doing after the international stints in Cambodia and vacation in Dubai. Now that other teams have leveled up as well, Gemma says she's been paying attention to what she is feeding her body for her to be at her best on the court. Now, as of the day, Gemma also told me that she's been feeling the difference in training and feeling still powerful on the court. Now, can Creamline and Gemma take their first win of the conference? Well, we are about to find out. But first, don't forget you can experience better through the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Neil, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. Well, to underscore your story, Sam, I think that is a true definition. As you see, the rookie MVP last year, Bella Belen, supporting, of course, Chery Tiggo, beside Erin Pangilinan, the one with glasses, who took over the job of Ivy Lacsina as a middle blocker. I was going back to Sam, and yan yung true definition of a professional player, Neil. You have to take care of your body other than your skill.
There's one player taking care of her body. It's really Tots Carlos. And new players enjoying the action here in the PVL Invitational Conference.
Right beside Bella, Jen Yerva, of course, her former teammate, decided to come back 1 year to try to defend the title. What a run for that school, 2 years in a row in the finals with a championship in tow. And scores. Those players, by the way, a couple of years, they'll be in the pros too.
All of the points of the crossovers here in set number 3 galing kay Ea Laure. So I think she's really starting to heat up. And this might be the last set if hindi sila makakuha ng isa against Creamline.
9 points. EJ was there. And Eliza Valdez with her 3rd point of the match. She said she doesn't want to be in the sidelines ever again because she says it's so stressful. Ea with the answer.
Pag matagal ka rin na nasa sidelines, sometimes magkakaroon ng changes sa laro mo. You need time to get it back to the way it used to be.
And then there's the mental aspect of it, Neil. You don't want to get injured again.
4 points for Chery Tiggo, 4 points for Ea Laure.
10 points all in all for her. Back to Valdez. Durendes sliding. EJ gets the point on a touch on the net by Creamline. Some good swinging here in set 3. Domingo, what a pass by Gio.
That's also one of the plays that they have developed through the years.
Look at that. Again, it looks so easy on TV. The amount of repetitions, Neil, to get that right. EJ again with the familiar cross-court attack. That's beyond the antennas. Automatic point for Chery Tiggo.
Atienza has been solid on the floor, especially in digging. When you take a look at the pattern of Creamline in terms of defense, hinahayaan nilang pumalo yung Chery Tiggo sa cross-court. They're locking down on zone 1. Kaya nakaabang na lang doon si Kyla Atienza.
That's out. It's good set. But too much angle for set. 7-all, set 3. We're following a familiar pattern here. Ooh. Oh, it's sent back and it's in. Gia says she thinks it's out. So they're going to challenge this one.
That's the first challenge for the Cool Smashers here in set number 3.
Ball in, ball out. On the EJ Laure sequence. So we'll see. 7-all, 2 sets to love so far for the Cool Smashers, the defending champions, also the champions from the All-Filipino Conference, where they had to come from behind to win against Petrogas Angels, who went down today against Signal HD. Ooh, that might be out. That is out.
That's a good,
Great challenge by Gia. Bobby Celso looking at Mary Joy Diimos here. What are they asking here, Neil? What are they trying to clarify here?
The touch of EJ Laure on the hit of Tots Carlos was outside.
Right.
So the point should be awarded to the Cool Smashers. I think nagkaroon ng konting confusion there.
So that means we go to the technical timeout, 8-7. Back inside, Volleyball Central. As we look at the De Guzman-Cagande matchup. The newcomer officially returning to the PVL, but as a pro, the newcomer and the veteran, the bemedaled Gia De Guzman.
As a rookie, if you want to be the best in that field, you have to compete with the best. And it's safe to say that De Guzman is the gold standard when it comes to setting here in the league. There are a lot of great setters, but Gia is just on another level right now. 14 excellent sets compared to the 6 of Joy Cagande.
Broken play. Chance ball. Gia goes for the on-two. There was no doubt she was just going to try to tip it to the other side.
It was an obvious overpass coming from the Cool Smashers. Chery Tiggo just looked at that ball drop.
9 serving 7. That's a tough set. I think a foot fault is what Coach, I think Sherwin right away called it. Pointed towards the bench and yes, wanted to challenge right away. That's a tough set for Joymi. She was backtracking. So hard to control as always. So let's see. Did you see that in real time, Neil?
It was very difficult
our angle
to catch that. Ang bilis rin ng mga plays ng Creamline and Chery Tiggo.
Again, reminding you that F2 winning in its first game against the Farm Fresh Foxies earlier. Signal HD Spikers winning in 4 grueling sets against the Petrogas Angels. Boy, that game felt like it was 5 sets. High quality exchanges between Signal and Petrogas. The same here, even if Creamline is ahead 2 sets to love, both 25-22, 25-22 so far. And this a football.
There was a football.
Wow.
Konting-konti lang.
Yeah, he was convinced like there was, but it looked like it's just a millimeter.
Tumapak lang dun sa edge ng linya. Now, the key contributor in Sa Karandang back on the floor for the crossovers. So Ricky Palou always here.
So Tony also right below him. So back to the action here. 10-7. Mylene from behind. Gia opens up to Gemma. Where you and I are, Neil, situated, is the perfect spot to look at that Gemma Galanza wrist.
And look at that wind up. It's at the back of her head.
It's an incredible wrist action.
Ladies, sipagan natin yung pasa natin kasi kapag nawala yung kay Joy, sa kanila yung nakatuto. So kailangan natin, paggalawin natin, activate natin yung fitness. Okay, natin Saris, tutak tayo ha. What's up tayo, what's up?
Let's go!
Okay, activate tayo. Keep on swinging, Chery!
That's a 4-0 run, Neil, after we were tied at 7-all.
And that's a good timeout coming from Coach Aaron Velez. Napansin niya na rin na pag nawawalan sila ng pasa at na-force sila to go to these break balls, automatic double block yung nasi-set up ng Creamline. And that's probably one of the differences also between these two teams. Mas maraming quick attacks ang nakikita natin from the Cool Smashers compared to the crossovers. But with the injection of Sa Karandang, they are hoping to get more production in the middle. Because right now, they're still trailing by 3 points.
Timeout sometimes, as they say, breaks momentum, freezes the server. That's what happened. 3-point given to Chery Tiggo. Kagande back serving. Thoughts too tight. Aya from behind. They still get a point out of it. 4-point lead is restored. receiving. Karandan, that's too low. No, they allow it. Pinball action. Thoughts? There's a check. Right in front of Bobby Celso. 20 big points built on 17 attacks. 2 blocks. Also,
Set number 3 pa lang tayo, ah.
Mylene sent back. Chance to get again. She gets it back. And gets the point back. Mylene Pat will average 18.5 points. Number 1 in the All-Filipino Conference. And then in the conference before that, you remember, Neil, she was the only, where she won MVP. She was the only local player who was in the top 8, top 10 of scoring. And the only players ahead of her was Van der Weide and Eunice Basa, the ones who fought in the finals. Thoughts? Not that time. Bump set to Mylene on the other side. Who's going to chase? And it's a point for Chery Tiggo. Down to 2.
It has been Mylene Pat and Ea Laure picking up the points for the crossovers. As expected.
Di na naibalik si Princess Robles as EJ Laure continues to play. Chance ball for Chery Tiggo, down 3. Ea, why not? Milker, while she's there. Ea Laure, slowly but surely, 11 points for her as Creamline will call timeout.
Pag fake mo, pasama na maganda. Doon lagi ang serve eh. Eh kung mag-pipe ka na, para makapokus ka sa ano. Thoughts, ikaw na ikaw na gumanyan. Pag wala sigaw lang pag wala.
Sikit lang sa wing.
Pang, doon, left point na yung palo.
That's it. One push, ha?
Hey, Ole, Vivan!
Timeout was the Creamline, but my eyes were on the Chery Tiggo huddle, and Coach Kung Fu was the one who was on the board. Taking over with Coach A beside him. As their team is down by 2 here with EJ serving. That's out again. Timeout sometimes just does that to the server. (14-11). Third set action. What a nice fake serve. You thought she was going to go long, and then she comes up short on that pass, or on that serve.
Variation on the serve from Gemma Galanza. Still the same target there.
Yeah.
Ea Laure. Sometimes when you're an outside hitter, iniisip mo na agad kung paano ka atake. And we tend to forget that your first responsibility is to get that first ball.
2 straight points, so it is Chery now down 16-11. Second technical timeout.
Sabi, saan ka na-target na
Ngayon paalala lang. Uy, tala muna tayo. Kailangan natin, kapag bumagal ang bola, trumabaho ka ng trumabaho. Ngayon, dulo-dulo, lamang ka kay Gemma. Huwag kang papalo ng palo, hanapin mo muna yung block.
attendance here in the PVL. Rookie of the Year and the MVP.
Rookie MVP, ano natin, ha?
Look at the gate attendance. 3,685 strong here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center.
So we got the rookie MVP from the women's from last year, the rookie MVP from the men's this year in attendance. In the meantime, good dig there. But they're going to challenge. Bobby Celso did not halt the play. Floor touch. Coach Sherwin is adamant about this one. Eliza Valdez is making this gesture, making this I can't believe gesture.
They already saw the ball drop on the floor sa side ng Chery Tiggo.
This is with the Panaga tip, right?
But there was a non-call from the first referee. That's why they opted to go for this floor touch challenge.
Because they stopped playing, Creamline did. It was 16-11. The Creamline has not missed a beat. Well, Eliza told us that this was the longest preparation that they've had in a long time for a PVL conference dahil nga nagkadikit-dikit yung mga competition nila, including the international competitions, which practically started from last year's Invitational, diba? After that Invitational, diretso AVC. So they've had a chance to really train for this year. She's had a chance to recover. They've had a chance to travel also as a team to enhance that bond that they have, and they're looking good so far in this first game of our PVL 2023 Invitational Conference.
No, there's this ongoing debate about the composition of the roster of the Cool Smashers. Mapapansin natin, hindi sila ganun kadami mag-recruit.
Right.
But for me, it makes sense because when you take a look at every position, they're already stacked in that starting unit. So kung magpapasok ka man ng player, it's really for the depth of your bench.
Like Glory Bernardo last year and Bernadette
Fonts, because right now, you see the outside hitters. There's Gemma Galanza, you have Tots Carlos that can play outside as well, you have Eliza Valdez. So if you get a rookie, it's really hard to put her in. Incorporate her.
And Tots Carlos was probably the last like rookie, or not rookie, but young player that they incorporated and made it to the starting lineup, ano? That's an obvious floor touch. But then again, if you're the champion and you continue to be champions and everybody is chasing you, it is also understood that teams like, especially Chery, who won the championship and then goes down to, you know, the bottom and then goes up again, then goes down again, and all the other teams have to make their adjustments to topple the Creamline Cool Smashers. Tots catches the line.
That is one of the players na nakita natin na nag-flourish over time. Power was there when she was in UP, but here in the PVL, when she transferred to Creamline, she just transformed to a whole new level.
Which started, of course, with Coach Tai and then eventually Coach Sherwin. Miscommunication again there. And this is where the unfamiliarity in gameplay for Chery Tiggo is coming into play now as Creamline is looking to finish off their opponent.
Kailangan natin pagsalitain. More than na magkainisan, hindi natin kailangan to. Kailangan natin ngayon mag-communicate lang tayo. Let's not think ahead. 1 point at a time. Polish.
Let's go.
Okay? So ngayon, katulad ng pinag-uusapan natin sa training, let's meet halfway. Hindi pwedeng kunyari, ang diskarte mo, 4 area, or 4 ulo, or dulo. Ngayon, tibay tayo sa pasa. Linawin na natin. Come on, come on. Chery!
Oh, the last-ditch stand here for a retooled Chery Tiggo. 7 in, 7 out for them. very talented. But as we said, lacks chemistry still, and they better find it real quick because, again, a short tournament like this.
These are the birth pains for a revamped team like Chery Tiggo.
But there are signs, Neil, there, that when they are playing well, they can give problems to other teams.
For sure. I mean, this is just the start for their team. Mahaba pa yung PVL career nila in general. This is a very short invitational conference, but we still have the reinforced conference and the All-Filipino conference. So you will see a stronger Chery Tiggo team as we go along.
Go! Open! Nobody home! And Don Carlos now, 22 points. Phil Cayetano will come in to serve.
That was a high ball coming from Tots Carlos. Anybody could have picked that up.
Ea, blocked. And it's all coming apart for Chery Tiggo. And Creamline looking sharp on offense and on defense.
Dito mo makikita sa third set that Creamline is totally in control. From the heavy serves to their blocking pattern, from the attacking.
Man. Not a bad debut as a professional for Ea Laure. 13 points built on 13 attacks. Legacion come in. Baliton also. And by the way, Baliton, you remember also her brief foray into setting and back then when I think it was Coach Francis Vicente, right, who experimented on her as the tall setter for UE back in the day. Legacion, 13 serving 21.
Tots Carlos just picking the defense apart of the crossovers.
(22-13). Back set to Ea. A pick up by De Jesus. Valdez sent back, dug up by Gemma. Back to Ea again. Ea trying to go for that spot in the middle. Mitch Kumabaw, Kyle Negrito will check in for Gia and Tots. And unless there's any threatening run here, this will probably be it already for Tots and Gia. Ea Laure, 14 points across her name. 2 straight points for Chery.
Chery Tiggo not giving up. They're racking up points left and right here. The tail end of set number 3. Still down by 7 though.
3 points away are the Creamline Cool Smashers. Ea serving again. Bump set to the other side. Mitch is blocked. 3 straight points for Chery.
Coach Aaron Velez getting dividends from this substitution.
Ea also serving heavy. That one is wide. 23-16. Elisa Valdez and her comeback game here in the PVL. Good to see her back. Gaston also playing very well today for Chery Tiggo. They go to Gemma. Gets it back. Galanza changes the angle. And we are at match point.
Alam na alam din ni Gemma kung anong gagawin niya when she's up against a tall blocker, against a shorter blocker.
Look at that. Just the little adjustment that she makes. Creamline making it look easy here in the third set, Neil.
They're at match point.
Yep. And a chance ball for the Cool Smashers here. Domingo will set it to Mitch, and Mitch delivers the killer blow.
This is the start of the quest of the Cool Smashers para makakuha ng isa pang gold medal under their belts.
25-17, 25-22, 25-22. Relive this game and all PVL games and stories anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. We'll take a break and we'll be back to wrap this baby up. Score is 25-22, 25-22, 25-17. Three-set win by the Creamline Cool Smashers. Chery Tiggo Crossovers. And that voice in the background shrieking beside us is Pauline Gaston, who cannot believe the scores. But that is the score. Creamline winning this one, and Sam Corrales is with our player of the match.
Joining me now is our player of the game. We have Tots Carlos and the rest of the Creamline Cool Smashers, of course, fresh from their first victory in the Invitational Conference. Tots, congratulations! Gaano kahalaga itong panalong ninyong ito, especially since this conference will be a lot shorter compared to the other ones?
Ano? Charis. Sobrang halaga kasi first game, and yun nga, sobrang happy namin kasi sobrang happy namin kasi medyo mahirap yung labanan ngayon. Dalawang bracket, so every game is a win, must-win game talaga. So, yun lang.
Siyempre sa game na to, we saw Ate Lai in her comeback game. So kwento nyo naman sa amin kung ano yung naging impact ni Eliza Valdez, not just on this first game, pero sa inyo as a team during the off-season, Tots.
Well, personally ako, hindi naman, para sa akin, hindi naman nawala din si Ate Lai. Kasi even nung hindi pa siya nakakalaro, nandun naman siya lagi sa game, sa training, hindi yan nag-absent. So, I think it's still the usual Creamline na good vibes and happy-happy.
Still the usual Creamline, sabi mo nga, Tots, na nag-increase din ang level of competition ngayon. Ang dami ng squad, ang dami ng rookies as well. Pero sa inyo, intact pa rin ang core ninyo. Paano ito magiging advantage in the next games, Tots?
Yun nga, dahil intact pa rin yung core, yun yung advantage namin. Yung familiarity and yung chemistry ng team, talagang matatag na. So I think yun yung magiging lamang talaga namin sa ibang teams.
Tots, if you look around, ang daming supporters ng Creamline Cool Smashers. First game ninyo of the conference. Do you have any message to the fans, supporters, family, and friends?
Sa lahat po ng sumusuporta sa Creamline Cool Smashers, sa PVL, sa lahat ng teams, maraming salamat po. Masaya po kami na nakita namin kayong lahat muli. Napupuno po natin yung arena. So maraming salamat po.
Once again, congratulations to Tots Carlos, our player of the game. Meron pang pahabol. Go ahead.
Thank you, Rebisco, Sir Joe, Sir Alan, sa lahat ng bumubuo ng Creamline, ng Rebisco teams. Maraming salamat. Hello sa family ko, nanonood ngayon. And nanonood sa bahay. Sa family daw ni Coach Mark, hello. Maraming salamat po.
There you have it, our player of the game, Tots Carlos, and taking their first win with the Creamline Cool Smashers. Back to you.
24 points, Sam, for Tots Carlos, and a great start on the title retention bid for the Creamline Cool Smashers, Neil.
It was a tall order for the rookies of Chery Tiggo to go up against the Creamline Cool Smashers, but that's a good start, I would say. Kahit na they lost in 3 straight sets, we know that they will challenge other teams with the roster that they have right now. It's just that Creamline was still steady as ever. Solid core still there. Gia de Guzman doing Gia things, setting up Tots Carlos all the way in this match.
Well, for those who tuned in late, the first 2 sets really was a tight one. You know that Creamline still had a little bit of control of the first 2 sets, but again, the end game, end of sets, really, that's where the difference was in the first 2 sets. And then the third, that's when they say when they smell blood, they just really go for the kill, and they did. They created a big lead in that third set, and Chery Tiggo just could not come back from it anymore. But, okay, having said that, positives from the Chery Tiggo side, Neil.
Chery Tiggo, hindi na all Mylene pa at when it comes to scoring. They have discovered the scoring option in A. Laure. And Pauline Gaston is back as a middle blocker, and they welcome that back. Maganda din yung ginalaw ni Pauline a while ago. It's just that they lagged behind really in the attacking department and in blocking. Hindi sila nakadikit din in aces, but I would say, looking at the positive side, in set number 1, Chery Tiggo delivered a lot of heavy serves. That's why Creamline had a difficult time. But in the end, when Creamline settled down, they just kept their A game going.
All right, so those are the numbers. Not bad for Creamline for their error count. This is this is right okay for them, as usually they are a high error team even in their win. So they take their first win of the season, and then they come back against another new team on Thursday right here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. They will open up the festivities against the new team, Jerflor Defenders, as they make their debut here at the PVL Invitational Conference. The Chocomucho Flying Titans, their sister teams, bannering CC Rondina back. And indoor volleyball, almost 4 years, they'll go up against the Farm Fresh Foxies, who lost today against the F2 Logistics. And then Petrogas will try to bounce back today, or make that on Thursday, against the, well, quote-unquote new team, the Photon Tornadoes. That's all happening on Thursday, as the PVL Invitational Conference is now really on. The long wait is over, and the fans came out here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil to support the teams, and we hope to see you again on Thursday. Recapping the win again today, F2 over Farm Fresh, and then the Signal HD Spikers winning against the Petrogas Angels in the second game, and then the defending champions with a win over the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. For Sam Corrales, Neil Flores, I'm Boom Gonzalez. We'll see you next time here on Pilipinas Live.